give that a little swirl. We call it an SJ, swirl job. You might want to give this one, because it does take time to open up, it's a little bit older.
Okay.
You may want to give it a little SJ.
A little what?
An SJ.
What's an SJ?
Swirl job.
OLED is going down. I love OLED, and I'll say this, man, I love OLED.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but Ring is not a security or surveillance system. Today, I eat some chips. John transforms, and Ben says aluminium.
My hot take is being naked at home is better than being naked out in public.
But the thing that I can tell you is, I enjoy music and music reproduction way more than my Kia. Sorry, Kia.
Can you dub that guy in as like before he turns to dust, but after he's
Look
drank
what
the
Andrew
water?
did now. Now everything's just dub it in. Welcome back to another episode of the Artisans Series here with Architechne. Of course, not with me always is John, but with me this time is John. Could be the last time. We'll get to that in a second. We've got a lot to cover today. So much so that I don't even know if we'll be able to get through all of it. We can't have another hour and 30-minute episode. We saw that one. This is not going to have a director's cut. This is not going to have a theatrical release. But what this is going to be is a Christmas special without a fire behind us, without Santa hats on. No milk and cookies, if you will. But there's so much juiciness in this episode. You're going to want to stay tuned all the way through, especially in the middle. You never know who our sponsors are going to be this time. With that being said, in the Christmas special, we got a couple things to cover.
I don't even know what that means.
I know you don't, but
excited.
it's coming. It's so good.
I'm excited.
We got recap of the year. We're going to go through everything that has taken place with Architechne over the last 12 months.
It's been a lot.
So much. There's so much.
It's a lot.
Trends and new products. That's another thing we'll be talking about for next year. So you should be ahead of the curve as long as you watch this episode. If you don't watch the episode, you're going to be living in the past and buying no-nos like everybody else. We've got a commercial spot in the middle of this, which is not provided by YouTube, so you'll want to make sure you don't miss it. And then, of course, we've got a this or that segment, which I think is going to be really fun. John and I are going to be dicing up different categories of different things and choosing what we'd go with. Some will be technology related, and some will not. And then we've got some mean tweets, we'll call it, but we've got some reactions, our personal reactions to these comments lately in some of our videos, and so we're going to read them live on camera. And
They're not all mean, are they?
well, there's a lot of them.
Are they all mean, One Chain?
They're all mean.
Oh, all right. Wow.
And then we've got just kind of a wrap up of the wrap up. We're not unwrapping this here, we're wrapping up. Let's just start with what over the last 12 months, what sticks out to you?
What sticks out to me most is the projections we made a year ago
Yeah.
for where we thought we would be at the end of this year and how far past them we are on all the different areas. And I'm not just talking revenue, I'm not just talking, dollars and cents, but what we set out to accomplish in the past year, we smashed. And that's what stands out to me.
I don't disagree with any of that. I would say that the people that have come along for the ride for us, and the amount of support, whether it's from our clients, from our team members, the people that have come on the Architechne team, even marketing, the extra things that they're doing for us, it's just, you can't lose when everybody in the circle and right outside of the circle, and even our clients, nobody wants us to lose. Everybody wants us to win, and it's almost a miraculous thing to see. And it's just been unbelievable to see throughout the year. In regards to the list of achievements and the things that we've accomplished, from exceptional projects, new store openings, we've got 4 locations now, the redesign of the website, the Artisans Series videos, all of our SEO campaigns, the size and the multitude of projects from our biggest vendors, the growth that we've had, not just in revenue, but in our client base, even doubling the square footage in the headquarters in Burnsville here, which we're in one of the new rooms right now, where we've got $100,000 in audio on display. In regards to projects, we've got a bunch of highlights coming out with projects that are one of one, and you'll see those in Q1 of next year. But you're going to see some stuff that you've never seen before. from amazing exotic speaker setups to 40 plus zone audio installations, homeworks installations, Lutron's largest lease homeworks installation, projects that are kicking off in Florida as we speak, Rochester bringing in a bunch of other projects too. You tune in next year because the stuff that you're going to see on this channel is the best of the best that's available today in the world of luxury technology. Yeah, and of course, just I want to make sure we hit on this too, because of the stuff that you've already seen in the last 12 months. The stuff that's coming in the next 12 months is unbelievable. So make sure, if you don't already, you got to follow us on Instagram. You got to follow us Facebook, LinkedIn, and obviously, if you're not already watching us on the YouTubes, the Artisans Series, make sure you pop in there too. Let's get into trends.
Yeah, yeah.
And new products that are obviously shaped up the last half of this year, but that are going into 2025.
I think for me, the easy one sticks out right away is the category of lighting. You guys have heard us talk about lighting several times this year. I'm sure around you, you've been seeing plenty of different smart bulbs and strips and all kinds of things coming out. Yep. But the big trend that has increased this year is high-level luxury architectural lighting that's put throughout the house, and especially the mud-in type, the type that are smooth to the ceiling, whether they're square, whether they're circle, but those micro aperture 2 to 4 inch lights that any electrician out there can install that isn't requiring our special teams. But those products are the trends that I'm seeing continue to just take off, and I'm expecting to continue that pattern through next year.
I like that. What I'm going to do for you, because that's probably the biggest one, right? Yeah. And so you hit that. What I'm going to do for you real quick is rifle through what you should be looking into next year for sure. And the marketing team with all of their editing lately, they just dub stuff in is what we've been being told. They'll just throw them up on the screen as I'm saying it.
My Santa hat?
One, if you like watching TV shows or movies and you have a nice system, Kaleidoscape is the only option that you can buy. That's it. If you're streaming on Apple TV, nothing wrong with that. If you're streaming on your Roku, Fire, I don't get into Fire Stick. If you're streaming on the other two, nothing wrong with that. It's good content, but you're getting nowhere near the capability of the system that you just purchased. So you got Kaleidoscape. Mad VR has now made a huge splash. Mm-hmm. You want to see the images look better than you've ever possibly managed, whether it's on your OLED or your micro LED or your projection screen, you have to get a Mad VR. And they just launched a new sub $10,000 product, which is actually even half of that. It's $5,000. You got to pick that thing up. Furniture that's coming out, pricing on good furniture. We carry Row 1 and Salamander. Pricing on good quality AV furniture has now become a hot thing to get a hold of. Voice control. So Savant has a whole house operating system now, and they've implemented voice control. There are other platforms that we use as well that's best in class. Make sure you look into actual voice control. We're talking about the level that Iron Man talks to Jarvis.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Welcome home, sir.
Yeah. Right? This is really good stuff. Thank you, AI and ChatGPT. Outdoor audio systems from other manufacturers other than your tried and true that have been around. Outdoor audio is about to become a massive category, and you're about to hear about several other manufacturers that have been in exclusively the high-end luxury speaker manufacturing. They're about to get real crazy outdoors too. So, I mean, those are kind of the big ones. And last but not least, for the people out there that want to be a super cutting edge, automated TVs that have automated mounts that come up out of the ground, come up out of your bed, come up off the wall,
unfold out of boxes.
All of those things are on the way, and they're at a point where you can afford them. I think we have just these last couple of years have been just scratching the surface of what AI and robotics can look like. I believe by end of 2025, you will be able to walk into your home, as long as you have a system deployed by Architechne, you'll be able to walk into your home and have it recognize you personally, adjust your home automatically. I think you'll be able to have some type of personal assistant robotic system in your home while this is happening. I think autonomous vehicles will be in multiple jurisdictions across the United States. And I think all of these ecosystems and systems are going to tie together in one seamless package that we can, of course, install for you.
I like that prediction.
I know.
That's a good one.
Welcome to Best Try. What can I help you with?
Oh, hey, I'm looking for a new home theater setup. I need a sound system that's, it's great. Really fills up the room and makes you feel like you're there.
Oh, totally. We have the No system. It plugs in and it's like music and stuff.
Oh. Does it support Dolby Atmos? And can I integrate it into the rest of my home for a home theater setup?
Maybe. I think it plays Spotify. Does that count? And also, it's like wireless. Sometimes.
Wireless sometimes? What does that even mean? Never mind. Let's move on to some home surveillance. I need my home to be super secure.
Oh, good. That's like Bob's thing. Let me go grab him.
Sup, dude? Liz said you need some security or whatever. Check this out. Blink. You stick it to the wall and it records stuff. Sometimes.
Okay, but can it handle multiple cameras across a large property? And does it offer real-time alerts with high-resolution playback?
No, but it does have this thing where it beeps when someone's at your front door, so that could be your alert system.
Oh, what if I want continuous recording or remote monitoring with actual detail?
Whoa, Mr. Fancy Pants, we're not in Fort Knox. But you can watch a blurry video of a raccoon at 3 in the morning.
This is ridiculous. Do you guys sell anything for people who actually care about quality or provide service for people that need it?
Sure, but it's like really expensive, so you could go to Fancy Tech Land or something like that.
Here we go. This is going to be my favorite segment aside from our beautiful commercial that you probably already saw. This or that. So I don't know how familiar you are with this, but it's basically we've got our marketing team have put some things together. We have some submissions from some people that are very loyal viewers of our show, and they basically are making us choose this product or that product and why. This or that. A pair of Kef Blade Meta 2s or a pair of Acora QRCs. Oh, matter of fact, they're right behind us.
These guys?
Yep.
Well, I love both of them. It's why they're both here. It's why we play them for people.
Stop buttering up to the vendors. What would you go with? You may end up with a pair soon. And by the way, if you end up buying a pair of one of these and it's not what you're saying right now, it's going to get blasted all over social media.
It's true. I would go with the Kef Blades.
Oh, really?
The Blade Meta 2s.
Tell me why.
Thinking about the space where I put them,
Okay.
they would fit better.
They're bigger.
They are, but I wouldn't need as much. I would absolutely want some subs with the QRCs. I would probably start with the Blade 2s without subs and then slowly add them based on the ones I would want to add and here in the room after experiencing them.
Yeah, I think that's a good explanation. I'm going to surprise you because I personally, at the house, I own a pair of Acoras. And I like that Acora setup substantially better than this one, although this setup is it's unreal. What you get from these is a level of detail and speed that you don't get in the Kef Blades. But I will tell you, for an all-in-one package, starting it up, what you get from a Blade Meta 2, I would probably take a Blade Meta 2 over the QRCs at this point in time. It's going to be very controversial, but that's where I stand at this point in time. That could change. Are you ready for the next one? This one's even more controversial.
Hit me.
If you're putting together a surround sound system in a living room,
Yep.
and your choice was to do it with a Sonos system or without a Sonos system, which one are you going with?
Is this even controversial?
I,
I would go without the Sonos system.
what do you mean? It's Sonos.
It's true. And Sonos has done unbelievable things in the market when they
Yes.
first came out in helping people get comfortable in using technology to control their music. I say that they made music easy for my mother to get back into listening to. So I appreciate what they did in helping the market out. But from a surround sound standpoint, I would go without Sonos. What about you?
That's a great question, John. I love music. I love movies. And I've been in the luxury, high-end audio and video space, even as a consumer, since I was 14. And to be frank, I cannot imagine a world where I'd put in a Sonos system in any way, shape, or form. And this is not because it doesn't have its place, but I know what people can accomplish with even similar budgets. And it just, Sonos is a great software company that just happens to make hardware that involves speakers.
This is a good one.
This is a really good one.
It is.
Would you put together an audio system with or without performance cables?
Would I put together an audio system with or without high performance audio
Yeah,
cables?
would you like, instead of using speaker wire, that we sell to most of our clients, would you use like a lamp cord? Would you use just the nice spool from Home Depot?
I would not. I would put
Okay.
together a system using quality cables. And I think that's one of the biggest.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to explain. One of the biggest misunderstandings in our industry is people think high quality cables have to be expensive. And no doubt there are some ridiculously expensive cables out there.
We sold a lot.
We have. I'm talking about I would never build a system out without at least using quality cables. And that doesn't mean they have to cost an arm and a leg. I think they need to be in step with the system that's being put together. And that may be a inexpensive or an entry line Audio Quest type HDMI or Audio Quest optical or pair of analog cables. Even those I would do over a lamp cord. Now, I'm not saying me personally, I'd be the guy going into a pair of Dragon speaker wire,
I got a call on
but
that.
I don't know that my system would justify it.
Asking
and
if
so-
this is real after they watched our episode.
Oh, if you got contacted on them?
Yep. I think the longest length that are selectable without going custom is like $86,000 for a pair of Dragon speaker. And he called me. He's like, "I watched your episode. Is this real?" I said, "You're on the website, aren't you?" Of course it's real. Bugattis are 3.6 million. That's also real. This is a softball for me. I obviously in this or that series, I have to say that I would because I have and I've done it multiple times. Even the system in the house, I think the cabling for it is about $50,000. So even with me getting an accommodation or a deal, which a lot of people are, well, of course you bought those, you get a deal. Even with the deal, it's tens of thousands of dollars. What you did say that I 100% agree with is that things need to be built in balance. Okay, and that system there, all in, is about $250, and so $50,000 of it ensures that every single component is connected to the best of its possible ability. And again, when we design systems, we build them in balance. If your budget for a high-end music system, which, by the way, can replicate a live musician right in front of you with some of our basic stuff, you start at about $4,000, and you can get a system that sounds awesome. And I'm still going to get you some Audio Quest cables to go in between it. And is it going to sound like a $250,000? No, but is it going to sound better than anything you've ever used before if you've never been into that world? Absolutely. Rolex or Omega?
Rolex.
Tell me why.
It's the classic name. It's and nothing against Omega, but I'd choose Rolex every time.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Omega. I've got to go. It is the most accurate timepiece on the planet Earth, and they also have limited production components as well, like Rolex. And Omega doesn't hold their product back in some secret warehouse somewhere to drive their prices up. Sorry, Rolex, but I am going to buy some Rolexes too. Here we go, Johnny. This could be our personal most controversial
We've been discussing it for years.
iPhone or Android? I'll take it first. Obviously, you got to go with iPhone. And this isn't because Android products out there are made by bad companies. They're just not made for, the software and the hardware are not made in tandem. Whereas Apple understands that if you make the hardware and the software in tandem together, the finished result is always better. That doesn't mean that Android doesn't have a better camera once in a while, or that, just like Microsoft came out with the Zune when Apple had the iPod, that worked out well for Microsoft.
The Zune?
The Zune. It doesn't mean that there aren't better products. However, the ecosystem delivers a better experience of luxury, which is what we're about at Architechne. And so I'd have to go with the Apple iPhone.
Wow.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say, John.
Wow. Well, I wonder if I even get an option in this one here, John.
Absolutely, it's this or that. Your call.
Here's
Tell
what
us
I will say.
how you like the widgets and the apps.
We have been discussing this for years. And up until recently, this was a battle of both of us speaking from our own pedestals.
It's true.
However, for the last 3 years now, I've been carrying an iPhone and an Android.
It's true.
I have gone down both pathways, and I can say I prefer my Android over my iPhone, confidently. Now, I will also say...
You can't be right about everything. It's true.
You're right, you can't.
Yeah.
What I will also say is, not every Android I would put into the category of a premium product. I will definitely agree with you there, whereas I think every iPhone that comes out is a premium product.
Okay.
Android has a lot of watered down, not great solutions,
Like most of them, yeah.
but they have a couple that are great, work really well, and if you go with one of those, the hardware, the software work great. It seems to be more intuitive, and
You can fold them and bend screens and stuff, I see. That's cool. That nobody uses. This or that. Electric or combustion. Electric. I think I speak for both of us at this point.
I was going to say, I don't know that I can say combustion anymore.
Elon, you've converted of all of us.
I stood on my pedestal only having combustion and saying, nope, electric, nope, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. And then I tried it, and now I'm convinced.
So what would you say?
I'd say electric.
Easy.
Yep.
The performance and the stability, even everything about, there's just, even the convenience of it. Because of course, as a combustion user, you're thinking, I'm talking to the marketing team here, they're thinking about the inconvenience of it. Oh, you got to charge, it takes so long. It doesn't take long to charge, first of all. Second of all, you plug in at night, you just wake up with like a full tank of gas every day. It's just better in every way, minus one thing, which is the sound. Would you rather have this, a PS5 Pro with their VR2 headset, or a new Nintendo Switch and a new Xbox?
Yes.
Nope, this or that.
This or that. I'll take either.
You got to take. You're okay with either.
Right.
I'd go PlayStation.
I'm so busy at this point in life, I don't even get a chance to play video games, so I'd love to play any of them.
Ruth's Chris or Manny's?
Manny's.
I would have to go Ruth's Chris. I just can't. I cannot get away from that ribeye, man. We should go again. That was a nice bill for you guys. This or that. I'm gonna do it because we're big pinball guys. We're gonna do a couple of these.
Okay. Yep.
Indiana Jones or Pirates of the Caribbean? Jersey Jack, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Definitely.
Godzilla or Haunted House, your favorite?
Godzilla.
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 Guns N' Roses or Elton John?
Elton John.
Elton John's good. Metallica or Rush?
Metallica for the
Metallica.
music.
Same. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Audio Research or Macintosh?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think in my naive days I would have said Macintosh,
Okay.
and I still love the color. I love the aesthetic of Macintosh.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
But the audio research has turned me. And the ghost meters on the reference pieces would do enough for me. I could give up Mac.
I am torn on this.
That's a tough one.
Here's why. I'm torn because Audio Research has a very limited product line, and I'm a big fan of doing a solid state preamp. I'm sorry, a tube preamp with a solid state amp. And I can't do that with Audio Research. So now this is going to probably be John's favorite part because he gets basically a dose of this every day from me anyway. We're going to go through the comments.
You were someone.
Somebody. We're going to go through the comments of some of our artisan videos that have happened over the last several months and just read them on camera and see how we feel about them. John, you get started off.
All right, the first one. Best TV, Pioneer Curo. Mic drop.
Philly Davidson.
He was very confident when he posted that.
And
Or she. I think it's being said somewhat facetiously.
I
Only
don't
by
think
the
so.
mic drop part. Because yes, that TV was
it was the greatest. I own three of
the
them.
greatest.
I own three of them. I own the reference one as well. And I will tell you, until the OLEDs of the last 5 years, it still was the best TV.
It was
It was
still competed.
unbelievable. I cannot disagree with it. But yeah, you take your look. What is it, Philly? What's the person?
Philly Davison.
Philly Davison. You reach out to me. We'll try to figure out a shootout between my Sony micro OLED versus your Curo from the 1990s. We will do a video side-by-side comparison of the two TVs. I accept the challenge. My audio sucks, question mark. Buddy, you have bottles on shelves, same room as your system, that are not knocked over. Your audio sucks, laughing my ass off, noob. Sammy, 10,001.
Gotcha.
I would say this to Sammy. You struck deep in my heart with that comment. And with your help, maybe I can level up beyond being a noob. Give me a call. Shoot it in the text.
What I want to know from Sammy is
Well, the grammar was weird to me.
the marker of a good system the ability to knock bottles off of shelves?
I don't really know what even that meant, but I'm just trusting that Sammy is.
That would be some incredible bass.
Well, I'm
And some
just
sloppy bass.
I'm just trusting that Sammy is that good, and that I'm taking Sammy's words of wisdom at face value. Sammy clearly knows I'm a noob, and I'm just hoping I can bestow the brilliance of Sammy at sometime in the near future. Love the SJ, great content, laughy face with tears. Kelly Powalski, which I hear about the SJ about once a week from family members, friends, and everybody. And I can tell you that there is a gentleman, and maybe I'll reveal it in a future episode, that I got the SJ comment from. Hilarious guy. This one's probably you, John.
Yeah, this is from the OCD Hi-Fi guy. First thing, start off with whiskey to impair your judgment. LOL. So obvious. Laugh, cry face, lots of periods.
Clearly. Yeah.
Where do we go with this one? So, some people enjoy whiskey.
It's true. It's true.
Some
But I think what he's
people-
implying is that the system can't sound good until you get all the whiskey in you.
Well, OCD Hi-Fi guy, I don't drink, and I think the system sounds good. So now what?
Oh. Are we bringing back Philly for the mic drop?
Yeah. Philly, where's that mic? Drop it. This is a good one.
This
This has been in our industry since the
we've
industry
been-
started.
Snake oil! From Combat 15. And I would say this. If there is a lot of marketing and salesmanship, and ideas that don't hold weight across all industries, and it has been in existence since the beginning of time in humanity. The difference is that the person that buys the thing to the company that sells the thing, if that person sees the value with their money, it doesn't matter. You clearly don't see the value, and I don't know why that is, and that's okay. And I believe cables or power pieces, you don't have to spend your money on that, and I hope your system sounds amazing. However, if you're ever open to it in one of our showrooms across the United States, I'm more than happy to lend you a pair of wire. We can do an A/B test. Maybe we can make an episode out of it and have a good time comparing.
Simply another BS exclamation point audio infomercial from a moribund brand just to add insult to injury at Bare Naked Kid 95. Oh, a couple of things. We don't want any bare naked kids anywhere near here, so let's just be clear on that. Second off.
Well, in the comment section's okay.
Nope, I would say not. I would say not. Period. Nope.
Okay.
It sounds like this actually might be an insider. You're right. This could be the great one. This could be the great one who has some inside information on AudioQuest and happens to know that they are in terminal decline.
Yep.
That would be interesting because I certainly don't see it that way. And when we talk to AudioQuest or when we get to see any of their business dealings, it certainly doesn't seem like they're a struggling company.
Yeah, I think they're doing okay. I don't want to add to your component of it. I just don't understand why there's so much hate from the keyboard warriors. Why do they get so angry about certain things? Again, more than happy to have open dialogue about whatever.
I think what they don't understand is that you can actually get a good cable for $50.
They're saying
for
it
a
doesn't.
regular
I don't think they're
system.
saying. I think they say it doesn't matter. Like you don't need any cable. You just don't. You just the speakers and the interconnect. They just work on their own. It's wireless. They have Sonos.
It's Garth.
It is probably Garth in disguise.
Commenting on his own videos.
I would suggest, people, I would love to see your current setup. I'd love to come listen to it. I just, and again, I'm open to everybody's opinion. I think this is one of the most amazing things about America. You can say whatever you want. However, I go to sleep tonight not angry, and if because you watched an episode with AudioQuest cables that you're that angry, I've got some concerns. I've some concerns for your personal well-being, and I want you to be happy. I want you to do better.
So we're going to wrap things up here. We know everyone's ready to get back to family, food, fun. Christmas is almost here, or just passed, depending on when this gets released.
Or when you watch it.
Right.
Might be binging the other ones.
It's true, catching up on them.
Yeah.
Got 216 followers.
Game of Thrones or Artisans, clear winner.
Duh. But a big thank you from Architechne to our followers. Big thank you to our vendors, our clients, our family, our friends, our business associates, everyone over the last year that has helped us get to where we are, that is helping us as we go forward with things. Personal thank you from us as a company, or a thank you from us as a company, and a personal thank you from myself as one of the co-owners of the company.
How do you follow that?
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting handed that nonsense right now. I do want to say and echo some of John's sentiments because this last year has been amazing. And we did touch on some of these things, but the family members that have been pillars for us as we've been spending endless nights with clients and with teammates, designing what the future is supposed to look like for your technology needs in your home. They've been staples for us. The team members that have come into the Architechne fold, the amount of people that are knocking on our doors trying to be here and be a part of this amazing movement, it's just been astounding. And our vendors that we've worked with, our operators, our technicians that are working late nights and doing whatever it takes to satisfy the clients. Obviously the clients themselves, you know, we've been given gifts. I want to do a special call out because I haven't even called this man yet because I've just been buried in work. Steve, you know who you are. Thank you so much for that bottle of whiskey. It's amazing. I've already opened it and it's delicious, so thank you. And so everything that's happened over the last year has been just nothing short of amazing. And I just want to say just thank you to everybody that's been involved. And I also want to say thank you to all those who are going to be involved in 2025. And if you haven't had anything done, it doesn't mean you have to spend $100,000 with us. Just get a chance to get a taste of the Architechne experience. Buy anything. Buy a cable, a cheap one, and just see how you're treated. See how we interact with you. See how you actually get a person that picks up the phone. We get clients that are just excited that it's not a AI bot texting them back or in some automated phone system. It's very personalized, luxury level service that we drop whatever we possibly can to drop of a hat if you have any type of service issues. How we treat our clients and how we show up every single day, and I'm speaking for our entire team, is the best of the best. And we just want you to have a chance to experience it in some way, shape, or form. So give Architechne a shot. Happy holidays, happy new year. Enjoy the rest of 2024, and I cannot wait to share this journey with you in 2025. Stay tuned.